Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing the kickstand sensor delete on the DRZ400. And why we're doing that is not because I actually want to, it doesn't bother me. I always remember to pull up the kickstand anyway. So why would I delete it? Because it's giving me potential bugs. This is what happens, okay? I'm riding on the trail, first, second gear, I stand up, it starts to bug. That is really weird. So I started looking here at the airbox. Maybe it's because I'm pushing my knees onto the airbox, kinking it or something. Or maybe it was because I did the pair valve delete. Maybe it was because I did the solenoid delete. I checked the spark plug. No, it's running fine. It's not rich. It's not lean. So what could it be? I was going to tear down the carb and start looking, but it's freshly rebuilt. Like, how could it possibly clog up in just 2 weeks? So I started trying to pinpoint the problem down. So why when I was standing up? But it turns out that some people do have this problem. I've seen 2 comments on the whole internet with this problem. Nobody else has addressed it as far as I know. When this plunger is out, it tells the bike no, you can't start in first gear, you can't go away because the kickstand is down. Stand is up, pushes the plunger in, telling the bike, fine, you can go, no problem. So when on the trails, especially on bumpy roads, this is where I noticed it the most, this happens. See? It just takes a little force. It's not even much. It's because the springs are fairly worn. This is a like 20-year-old bike. See? So the plunger goes out, shuts off the bike, and when you come back up from the bump, tells the bike, okay, you can start again. Off, on, off, on, off, on. I hope this will be the fix. We will check for a test ride later and see if it fixes it. There's several ways to do this, but I'm gonna show you what I think is the most efficient way to do it. To do this fix, you have to remove the seat and the side panel. And this is the wire you're gonna trace back, the one that comes from the sensor. You have a 10mm bolt here, and then you have the clips that hold the cables together. This one is reusable from factory, so we take that one out. This one is not reusable, I think. No, doesn't look like it. And this one is not reusable either. Let's clip these off. There we go. And then we trace the wire up here to another reusable factory zip tie. Now if you trace this wire from the sensor, it goes all the way here, just above the airbox, and it goes to this green coil or connector right up here. So that's the one you want. Now, let's remove these 2 10mm. Now I got the sensor free, and this is the plunger I'm talking about. So just to demonstrate, if we put this here, see neutral, I hold in the clutch, it starts, right? It's in first gear now, okay? Kickstand down, hold in the clutch, nothing. See? Because the kickstand is down. Nothing. Now if I take the plunger and simulate the kickstand being up, pushing this down, watch what happens. Simulating the kickstand is in, up, pushing against the plunger, it starts. When I let go, stops. So I believe this is what's happening to me when I'm riding off-road. So I'm gonna delete this. Fish up the kickstand wire, just so you have it here. You don't have to go through all of it. So the whole point of this delete is telling this connector that these wires are connected. That happens automatically when you push in this one, okay? So now we're gonna do it manually to trick the system. And what you wanna do is joining these 2 wires. You can join them in several different ways. You can join them even down from here, but that would have you have a wire hanging down the frame. So I'm gonna join them up here and tuck it in. We peel this back a bit and you should just snip it off. Right there should be good. And there we have it. So what I usually like to do is take these connectors. Okay, you got a male and you got a female. And you plug them together. You put the male on this one, for example, and the female here, okay? And you join them. You can also use one of these connectors. Just puts them all together. I will solder these together. So let's get some fresh wire exposed. There we go. So the proper way to do this is to heat the copper itself and then apply not directly on the soldering iron. Now that the solder is on, solid, you twist a little shrink tube over it. Now you gotta heat it up. You don't have to go bananas on it. Now you take the bigger shrink tube, slide it over. Now you shrink this tube. Now I like to be extra careful. So let's put some of this on. Okay, tucked it in there. Let's see. So remember, I couldn't start the bike in first gear. So let's put it in first. First gear. Kickstand is down. Fuel on. Okay, so that's it. It's all put together. I hope that will fix my bogging issue. I'll do a test drive and report back. Take care, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment down below. And just in case you can't hear me, or if you forget,